Chapter 9: Hidden Law. No life stands alone. Humans often construct the narrative that strength comes from independence, that standing alone is a sign of progress, that depending on no one is a symbol of power. Biology has never worked that way. From the beginning, life has never stood alone. Life constantly borrows functions, compensates for weaknesses, and fills the limitations of one another. Microbes were the first to recognize this fact, not as a moral value, but as a survival strategy. The law is simple: no organism possesses everything, and no organism can survive without the presence of others. Total independence is an illusion. Total interdependence is biological reality. Cells cannot live alone. Even the simplest organisms require nutrients from their environment, as well as gases produced by other organisms. They also depend on specific acidity levels or pH maintained by certain species, enzymes that only emerge through interaction, and chemical conditions that cannot be achieved individually. Cells live not because they are complete, but because they are incomplete. This incompleteness forces them to interact. The network of life is formed from deficiency, not abundance. Earth is not a place where organisms can stand alone. Earth is a network formed from microbial respiration, bacterial photosynthesis, fungal decomposition, interspecies gene exchange, and unseen symbiosis. No organism produces everything it needs. Each is a fragment of something larger. Dependence is not weakness. It is the architecture of the ecosystem of life. Microbes do not become dominant through isolation, but through integration. Microbes shape the atmosphere, soil layers, food chains, ocean composition, and even human body chemistry. Their greatness does not come from strength, but from connection, because they are linked with other organisms in an unbroken network. They do not build kingdoms, yet they are the foundation of every kingdom. Every living being is a combination of other lives. Humans have never lived as a single organism. The human body consists of approximately 50% body cells and 50% microbial cells. Billions of interspecies chemical interactions, thousands of metabolic pathways driven by microbes, and an immune system formed and regulated by microbes. Humans call themselves individuals. Biology calls humans a moving ecosystem. Independence is myth. Dependence is physiology. Isolation produces fragility. Beings that attempt to stand alone are vulnerable, slow to adapt, inflexible, and easily collapse when conditions change. Connected beings are stronger, react faster, adapt more easily, and can overcome internal limitations. The strength of life never arises from isolation. It arises from integration. Life does not require leadership, only connectivity. There is no organism that acts as the center or leader. Nothing governs the network of life. The network functions not because there is a controller, but because each organism has limitations that require other organisms to compensate. This is the greatest irony in biology. Togetherness is born not from excess but from deficiency. It is deficiency that keeps life moving, growing, and evolving. The law of networking is eternal. Life has never been an individual journey. Life is a network built from the deficiencies of each organism, where no single being can survive alone. This law will never change. Independence is illusion, connectivity is law. Whoever attempts to live outside the network disappears. Whoever merges with the network survives.